today. 10th of August, and I'm just leaving the accommodation here, the B&B. Fantastic place, really nice. Good showers, beds were immense, really good. Very welcoming stay. So today we're going to walk from Leven to Silver Sands, Aberdour I think it's called. So we'll go and walk down to the seafront where the coastal path starts. Some nice little places we're going to go through. East Weems, West Weems. Hopefully we'll see Alice's Fairy Garden. I did hear there was a diversion in place around there, so we'll have to see what's going on. But yeah, we'll see what the day unfolds, and I'll bring you back when something interesting happens. Apparently I've knocked this bridge down because it wasn't strong. So I put this temporary one in, and I've also knocked that one down and rebuilding it. This is just as you're coming out of Leven, or if you're normal and you're coming into Leven. So there we go. Stunning day for it. Just as we exiting Leven. So then they're massive. So this is right by the docks, by Methil, or Lower Methil. And they're clearly doing some work around here. Oh, a beautiful building. Probably the nicest hospital I've ever seen. It's just absolutely stunning. There's a few ships there. Over there. So that is East Weems. West Weems on that pinnacle. And then on the furthest pinnacle there is the start of Kirkcaldy. So yes, feeling positive about today. The feet are feeling as good as they can be. I am 3 blisters down now. 3 of them burst yesterday, so I've only got 1 to go. Walking a lot better, feeling a lot better. Today is going to be an enjoyable day's walking. But when you get views like that, it certainly boosts the morale, doesn't it? Stunning. I'm going to stop waffling and I'm going to carry on walking. Beautiful walk. The path conditions are absolutely perfect, and then you look through the trees and there's the sea. Onwards we go. East Weems is literally just around the corner. So I've just come from down there along this rather old wall, and we get this. You know, I don't know the age of this, but the stones above the doorways, it's all, you know, it's just really well built, as everything was back in the day. And I mean, look at that. Look at how square that corner is. You don't get modern day houses that are that square. bricks up back in the day. So now we're walking between Bookhaven and East Weems, and I believe between Bookhaven and West Weems is where there's loads of these natural caves. So yeah, we're going to walk past them and I'll show you a few holes in some rocks. Here we are, look. The Weems Caves. If you want to have a read, pause it now. So that castle I was showing you with the great build quality, that is Macduff Castle, according to the sign here, and that is according to this sign is at least 500 years old. Not bad, really. It's a shame that building standards seem to have dropped once building standards were introduced. But hey, they know best, don't they? So, the fact it's got the brickwork, it suggests it's probably not very safe. But I like living on the edge, so... Oh, here we are, look. What am I supposed to represent? I'm going in there in case the bogan was about. Looks like a speaker, a dumbbell or something. A dog bone. There you go, scheduled monument protected by law. We're going to go out and carry on down to East Weems. So I need to correct my previously incorrect statement. The caves run from Bookhaven to East Weems, not to West Weems. So there you go. There we are, East Weems. All these little things about. On the rocks. Just in East Weems. What a bit mad round here, isn't it? Yeah, what's this? A boat full of minions. So there we have Bookhaven. I gave you a shot from earlier. Oil rig type things, probably doing, I don't know, would they be doing surveys on the rock? And then we get a few boats over there, look. And then, now, I'm going to follow that sign up there. I don't know whether you can read that, but that yellow sign says warning, mine gas. Now I've never heard a mine fart, but if they've got to do that, it must be bloody toxic. Even worse than mine. Here we are, just coming into West Weems. Is here. It's quite a big building. What's noticeable is it's derelicts because they're just bits of wood painted to look like windows. This is West Weems, and now we're heading that way. We'll go past that them old buildings over there by that flag, and then round to that over there. Lovely. So you just come through the harbour and we've got to this sign, which means I've got to go uphill. Bugger. I didn't want to go uphill. I wanted it nice and easy. Well, there we go. Oh God, I tell you now, that was a steep bit. That was that diversion up that path. Whoo! But you'd hope that they're not going to do it just for the crack, because that'd be bastards if they did that. But anyway, God, the sweat, sweating like Schofield in a boys' school, man. Woo! Anyway, onwards we go. I think the next town is Drysart, which then leads on to I've lost it. Yeah, that big town anyway. Kincardine, I think it is. So, onwards we go, let's do it. At least it's cool in the trees. So I've just come from up there, but this here is really, really boggy, as you can see. So your foot placement is really imperative you get that right, otherwise you're going to have soggy boots. This is on the diversion that they've put in en route to Dry Arse. Not Dry Arse, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, that place just outside Kincardine. So onwards we go. So the next village is Drysart. Just to clear up my confusion. Nothing worse than these foreigners coming in, changing the names of places just to suit them, mate. But, oh, it's... Considering that this week has been so dry, this is still quite wet, as you saw earlier. Let me flip you around. Now we're on the descent, which is going to bring us back to the coastal path just before we get to Drysart. So interesting to say the least. So they've put some shale down, put some steps in. So even though it's a diversion, you know, every effort is made to ensure that your walk is as comfortable as it can be. I tell you, you've got to take your hats off to Fife Council and the Coastal Community Trust. They really do everything they possibly can to make your experience up in Fife a good one. You know, I believe that congratulations should be in order when something good is done, and we need to pull those authorities up that don't do enough, because there should be a good standard. And for me, Fife are really setting the standard quite high. So there's West Weems. There's that tower house. See people walking over there. I can't see a reason why this is shut, but I've taken the diversion and they're going that way. Now I'm going to make a presumption that's from a mine. I don't know, because I haven't done no proper research, if I'm being honest. I'm just winging everything. But yeah, nice to see. So there we are, that was a mine. Francis Colliery Memorial. I'm sure you can read. And then those that lost their lives, unfortunately. If you want to read that, pause now. tell you what, if that's what the conditions were like, it certainly wasn't very pleasant, was it? And if you want to read that, pause now. Container ship waiting to go into dock. Lovely. But just to maintain consistency, the signage is top notch. And, oh, look at the houses down here. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, look at that one that we're coming up to. Built in 1750. Oh, cobbles. I mean, you can see how steep it is. I'm having to walk with a really small step. It's not really doing it justice on camera, but it's just beautiful. Right, there we go. There was something on the lamppost. Lovely. Let's try something. Stunning. It's just picturesque. What a beautiful little place. Absolutely stunning. But onwards we go. As lovely as these cobbles look, it's a pitch to walk on when you've got sore feet. Through the tunnel, that's all shut. Now, I'm not the tallest of blokes, but if you were over 6 foot, I can imagine you'd want to be bending down and such. Now, we're heading towards Kirkcaldy, I think it's called. Look at this. I wonder if smugglers used to try and use this back in the day. So from where we are now, that's the further end of Kirkcaldy. And hopefully it's just round there and we'll get there. So, since we came through that little tunnel, we've come through this lovely little woodland right by the sea. And it's fairly obvious that we're coming into a more urban area now because there's a lot more people. What's nice to see is there's loads of kids out, obviously with it being school holidays, just enjoying the local environment, which is nice, really good. So, yep, another 10 minutes, we're in Kirkcaldy. And I know you can't wait, you're going to get another harbour shot. God, I bet you're going to fast forward, aren't you? Lovely little watchtower. There's Kirkcaldy. Now I know I've said the signage is great here, but which way do we go? So obviously I was taking the piss a little there because one is the low tide route, the other is the high tide route. So I've taken the high tide route because I wasn't sure about the tide. Bit of a bear. But look in there, and I can see on that lamppost the sign. It's It's just brilliant the way it's done. Well, it's not exactly the sleepy fishing villages we've been used to so far. And just as I say that, here's another sign. Look at that. Brilliant. It's all very nice. We're certainly in an urban area now. Cars, Hutchinson's Mill and the waterworks. But I might add, that's only because I kind of went wrong. I've come around the waterworks when actually I could have just come straight across. But that's because I'm a plonker. It is what it is. So I haven't come the wrong way. I was right. Going through the bloody millworks. Unbelievable, Jeff. As promised. I bet you back in the day this was built specifically for the flour mill. So the galleons could come in, load up with flour and then ship it around the UK and wherever else it needed to go. So we're at Burnt Island. And that little rock there in the middle of the is, according to legend, is where witches were taken, attached to a stake, burnt alive, and then they got drowned with the oncoming tide, just to make sure that the job was done. Not a pleasant way to go, but it is what it is. So now we're heading that way. It looks like rock on the camera, but that's just all wet moss, man. So. Straight into, I'm going to guess, the fourth now. We're going that way. When you're walking on terrain like this with slightly sore feet, it's like walking on Lego. Where's the travelator? Just about to go under the railway now and hopefully onto a better path. Even though we've gone through some urban areas which I wasn't keen on, this is pleasant. Lovely. So a mile, if that, to today's destination, which is Silver Sands at Aberdour. I'm debating whether to continue or whether to stay there. So when I get there, I'll have a sit down on a bench, have a drink, maybe a bite to eat, and consider the options, because there is still daylight left. So we'll see. Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh, tarmac all the way. And that over there is Silver Sands. That's today's destination. Well, you can see why they call it Silver Sands, can't you? That don't look too bad. Not a bad place to pitch. I'm staying here at Silverstone Sands. I'm not walking any further. That view is just too good. If it's clear in the morning, that sunrise is going to be pretty special.